Let's review the three major aspects of econodynamics once again. 1. It's the self-perpetuating economic cycle created when the elite use tax dollars through the creation of government programs to subsidize overpricing, resulting in hyperinflation that requires more and broader government programs so citizens can continue to obtain the necessities of life. Number 2, those dependent on government programs aren't only under the stress of the social conditions that place them in need of government programs, but they also face the horrible stress of the constant threat of the cancellation or alteration of these programs. Number 3, the elite purposely underfund government obligations to create a dysfunctional social system to produce the illusion that privatization is a legitimate solution to our underfunded social system. Econodynamics is a part of capitalism, and capitalism is a part of predonomics. Econodynamics is constantly illustrated through all government assistance programs, including food stamps, the student loan scam, and Medi-Care. Medi-Care not only contributes to hyperinflation and pays off fraud, as mentioned in the previous video, but it also defends the outright denial of medical care. Although I've needed knee joint replacement for over 20 years, a doctor refused to do one for me, saying I was too young. But I was over 40 years old. It was obvious from his attitude. This doctor simply didn't want to do surgery on another Medicare patient, and Medicare paid him for this refusal to provide me with medical care. It's not fair to say the American medical system is broken. It's not. It is fair to say that for many Americans, there is no medical system. When doctors fail to provide medical care, what good are they? What social purpose do they serve? If they deny medical care, then we don't need them. If they deny medical care, then Medicare is useless. Over the last 7.5 years, I've been very sick. A constant dizziness has infiltrated my life. Every waking second of every day, I suffer from dizziness, nausea, and headaches that fluctuate only in their severity. In every YouTube video I've made, I've been suffering from this condition. In my pursuit to find treatment for this horrible sickness, I've been denied simple physicals on several occasions, denied tests, and even denied my right to see a doctor. And remember, I have full Medicare coverage. Being over 50, I keep hearing how important annual physicals are supposed to be. So I approached several doctors for a complete physical, telling them it's part of the process of finding the cause of my dizziness. But I can't even get a simple, complete physical, much less any test done to determine the cause of this dizziness. One negative result of Medicare is the creation of referral mills. 4 times I've been placed into an unending cycle of referrals. Doctors refusing me treatment and merely referring me to other doctors. Each doctor in turn being compensated by Medicare and me getting no treatment. The last time this happened, I actually ended up being referred back to the same doctor that began the referral process. A doctor at one clinic sent me to Olive View Hospital. This is an LA County hospital for the poor. It's not so much a hospital as it is a dungeon of red tape labyrinths and bureaucratic blunders. This is where LA County sends their Medicare poor for medical frustration and abuse. First off, there was more than a 6-month wait till my appointment. That's criminal. It's a human rights violation right there. This is America. No one must wait 6 months for a doctor appointment. Then there's the obligatory search just to enter the building. They have no right to force you to be searched in order to receive medical care. That's illegal. No one has the right to search you except a cop under the suspicion of a probable commission of a crime. So Medicare enforces the violation of the Constitution. You may respond, what about the safety of the hospital employees? Well, the safety of the hospital employees is best secured through the humane and legal treatment of the patients. No one has ever shot up a hospital after receiving good treatment. They're responding to medical abuse and the frustration of the fact that the elite give these victims no other recourse. Medical professionals must be held accountable for their crimes, and this includes administrators, bureaucrats, and nurses. When these medical professionals set up their own medical systems that exempt them from criminal punishment, you get victims who respond in the only way they can. You stop hospital violence by protecting the victims of medical abuse, negligence, and apathy. Let me make this perfectly clear. You have a right to medical care without being searched. It was an hour and 15-minute bus ride to get to all of you. I arrived an hour early, but once the appointment time had passed, I had to wait another 3.5 hours. And even though I complained several times, I was never told the doctor wasn't even there. Finally, after 3.5 hours, I got in to see a doctor. He seemed like a nice enough fellow, but he suddenly grabbed me and violently shook my head. This was assault. No one touches me that way, not even a damn doctor, unless they warn me first, tell me why, and get my permission. When did ambush medicine become acceptable? After a short exam, the doctor determined he wanted an MRI done. So back out to the waiting room I went, so reception could arrange an appointment for me. They wouldn't let me make my own appointment. So I waited another hour and a half, and no appointment had yet been made. I said, I'm leaving. Just call me and tell me the appointment time. About 6 days later, I received an envelope in the mail from all of you. It was full of gobbledygook paperwork I couldn't decipher at all. When I called all of you, I spent another hour on the phone to find out no one knew what I was talking about. Roughly 2 weeks after that, I received another letter from all of you saying my MRI appointment was canceled because I didn't qualify for it for some reason. And this is just some of the crap I went through at this sorry excuse for a hospital. There's no way in hell I'll ever go back there. All of you doesn't even have a complaint process set up. I tried to complain and all I got was, we don't care. Complain to the County Board of Supervisors. But they know damn good and well that is impractical, nearly impossible, and will result in nothing. The American medical system is set up so you can't complain about the American medical system. Afterward, I went to a neurologist on my own. He too authorized an MRI for me that I scheduled myself. But when I got there, I discovered my condition prevented me from having the test done, and the technician suggested that I be put under anesthesia. So I went home and informed the doctor's office of this, and they completely ignored me and never reauthorized the MRI under anesthesia. But that's not the end of the problems I've had getting treatment for this condition. I'll conclude this segment on the failures of Medi-Care in the next video titled Equalism 109C. Please share this video series with as many equalists as you can. Thanks.